Hello, I'm Claire Gibbons. We're in my library and we're going to continue to explore the collection of Michael Yates, whose collection of ephemera continues to delight us all. Today we're going to talk about rosin. And rosin, of course, is essential for us players. We know that it's made from the resin of jack pine, mineral oil, beeswax, and other secret ingredients. We will never know the secret ingredients of these various rosins, but we can look at the packaging and they make a statement of the times. There are rosins that are named for particular players such as Sarasate, Mozart, Paganini, the best violin rosin in existence. And there's rosins that are named for famous shops or makers, like these three Viome rosins, which were actually made in Germany. And then the Gond and Bernadelle rosins here, the Leon Bernadelle, Gustav, and Gond and Bernadelle rosins. So if we look at the catalog up here, this is a 1931 catalog from Wurlitzer's. You can see the Sarasate, very popular with professionals, price per dozen, $2.40. There's the packaging right up there. And then the Bernadelle rosins. So you can get it either in the metal container or in the pasteboard container. So they're $2.50 per dozen or $4 per dozen. And if you look back here, here is a Leon Bernadelle rosin in the metal container. And then here's the pasteboard container. And there's still rosin in here. I know players who search for these rosins, saying that they make their instruments sound incredible, even 100 years after the fact. But my favorite packaging for rosin are over here, these two. So this one says R.R. Shields, Manchester. Use sparingly for violins. Dry your strings and use infallible oil. And of course, at this time, in the late 1800s, one would use gut strings and they would need to be oiled. R.R. Shields was a bow maker and he set up his shop in Manchester in 1879. So this is made from porcelain. The rosin is poured into this porcelain cup, and it was probably the trendiest thing of the time is to use porcelain to package your best stuff. My favorites are these two cakes of rosin from the George Chenot II shop of London. His father, George Chenot I, was one of the great makers of Paris. So this is solo violin rosin, and this is solo cello rosin. And you can see the address of his shop, 137 Wardour Street, London. Well, George Chenot moved into this address, 137 Wardour Street, in 1862, and he died in 1895. So I think it's pretty safe to assume this rosin was made between those years. This is the cello solo rosin. The rosin is actually packaged in a mahogany trough and would be very easy to use. And if it dropped, it probably wouldn't break. So thank you for your interest. It's always a pleasure to share with you some of the lovely things that we've collected over the years.